As a part of the early childhood special education class, I wanted to interview you, and I'll just have a few questions to ask you. What sparked your interest in seeking employment in the early childhood education?
Well, to early intervention mainly, to start the kids and identify the kids early, and then do the interventions to where it's a lot easier with them to work with them at this level, and get them the interventions so that most of them will exit out of the program or stuff like that. It's just early exposure, early interventions for them to start off.
What should a highly qualified teacher possess?
The credentials, certification in the areas that they're teaching in. So for early childhood, they have to have early childhood endorsement, a elementary ed certification, so and then some years of experiences of working with kids in early childhood and special.
What does a quality program look like within this area?
Having the highly qualified teachers teach the courses, having programs out there for the community, the kids to have get the early childhood interventions, following a program or a guide to help them the education process for these kids.
Another question is how important is being knowledgeable about human development from I guess from birth?
I think you really need to know the milestones for each one, so you would know as a teacher, you would know, or as a parent, know which areas your child will be delayed in and then have concerns and communicate with the pediatricians to get some early interventions for your child.
Okay, so I guess this might be redundant, but how important is a parent's role in early childhood special education?
It is very important because the school can do so much and they only have the kids for about 6 hours a day, and for some it's only 2.5 hours a day. So whatever interventions the school is doing, and based on the student's IEP, it should be consistent between the school and the parent for the child to gain any progress.
Okay. How many students do you normally serve in a school year?
With early childhood, in the ECE program, we have at least about maybe 20 kids, the most about 20 kids. We have 2 preschool programs, AM and PM sessions, 2 classrooms, so each have at least 10 kids with disabilities, and then we have 2 pre-K classes to where there are 2 slots in each class, so 4 altogether with the SLI.
How much preparation is required on a daily basis?
With our early childhood program, we have what we call teaching strategies, go by Eckers in class, to where there are certain objectives that are to be met, and depending on the students, how to differentiate and then modify and adjust the lesson activities that are going to be done. So it does take some time. I know the teacher assistants and teachers are usually here up till 5 o'clock on weekends, and they have the whole day on Friday to be planning for these things.
Oh, that's a lot. What would you say is your typical day like?
As an admin, pretty much check my email, check the classrooms, do little observations in the classrooms. But for the preschool teachers and the pre-K teachers, it's meeting the kids at the buses every day, taking them down to the breakfast area, coming back, doing their hygiene skills, restroom, brushing your teeth and stuff, and then getting to the lesson. For preschool, the AM and PM session, for the AM session, it's they go up till about 10:30 and get on the bus at 11 o'clock. For the pre-K, it's then back to lunch again, and then nap time, and then some more activities, and then home.
How often do you meet with, how often do you meet and consult with parents?
The ECE program has a parent night once a month. Then with the kids that are in special ed, it's annual IEP meetings or any meetings that's concerning of their child and issues or something like that. So, and then some parents just come in just to observe them. So at least about 2-3 times a week with the parent, either verbally, parent letter, or, and then there's a weekly newsletter that goes out every week too.
Oh, wow, good. How involved is the district administration with your program?
The district administration with me has to be really involved with them because they're under grants and getting these grants and scholarships. The EC program has to have certain types of, they have to meet certain standards and certain objectives and stuff like that. And even with the ones that are in the special ed program, I have to make sure that the data of how many kids we are serving are up to date with the ADE and with county, so I make those reports.
What is your student to teacher ratio right now?
With special education, with special ed students, there's at least about, right now it's about 4 to 5 per a teacher, and there's also a teacher assistant in these programs. So, and then for both of them. So there's the AM session and the PM session for the preschool. So there's at least about 3, 4, or 5 depending. If we have all the spots filled for the special ed, then it's 5 to 1 certified position, certified teacher and teacher assistant. And then if not, we're ranging about 3 to 4 right now with the teacher.
Oh, okay. What individualized family services does this district provide?
We have Child Find that is done every month, to where it's open to the community from about a year to 0 to 21 years old, 22 years old. But mainly is the pre-K that we're looking at. But anybody can come in. Then there's other programs in the district, in the community space, Growing in Beauty, DDD. So they pretty much help with services for families.
Okay, in conclusion, what's the best thing you like about your job?
There's a lot of things. Just mainly working with the staff, trying to brainstorming of how to improve certain things based on our strengths, our teaching strategies, seeing the little kids every morning and greeting them, and then greeting them or saying goodbye to them as they leave for the buses. And then just about trying to help out to see what's available out there too, the grants and stuff like that. Right now, we're keeping up with a lot of records and data to keep our money.
Wow, okay. Well, I really learned a lot from you on interviewing you. A lot of things you brought up that I was not aware of, and what we've learned in our readings for this week. Okay, thank you.
All right. Sure.